Good evening. How are you all? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm sorry I was a little bit late. My class carried over a little longer than I anticipated, but I'm here. Welcome in. Please come in. Did you bring your tea? I didn't get a chance to get my tea, but you know what I was going to have was lemon ginger tea. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to Tea with Lady DJ. Welcome in. Can you hear me? Is the volume okay? So I'm a little soft-spoken, but I hope you can hear me. Welcome in. Welcome in. And as you come in, share this live. Share it with someone. Please, you know what our goal is to always make it to 30,000. Welcome in, Jeanette Sparkle. Welcome in. Welcome in. We've had a good class. I don't know, might touch on it with you all. But tonight we're going to do the closing, the finale of The Tongue. And just to share with you all, you know, I can be so hard-headed. I can be so hard-headed. And when Leroy, that's sitting back here on my daybed, when he gives me an assignment, you know, for the most part, I'll do it, right? But then there's a point that I say, I'm not doing that. And yeah, I feel really grown telling, you know, I call Leroy, it's God. That's my pet name for him. I tell him, no, Leroy, I'm not doing that. And he will say to me, I don't believe I asked you. And then he puts me in timeout like a bad child. He does. So I've been in timeout over the weekend. You see what I'm here to do, right? Yeah. We're going to finish up that part of the tongue that I didn't want to do. Anyway, so as you're coming in, please, if you'll tap the screen, I think it's do a heart me, please. Thank you. And did I tell you that I have some magnificent moderators? So, with that being said, we're going to govern ourselves accordingly. And on this platform, we don't use profanity. Because, see, I believe that you can speak in complete sentences without using such words. I believe you can. As a matter of fact, I know you can. And tell the persons that I know you know some people that are sitting out on the porch. Invite your neighbors in. Tell them to come on in. It's safe in here. Come in and join us. Bring their tea or whatever their beverage may be. Come on in. Yeah. And if you see that it is just too hard for you to govern yourself, well, we don't lock the doors here at this one. And the ushers have the most beautiful white gloves. They will see you to the door with their finger up as they tip quietly out. And then you will not be able to get back in again. And I'll miss you. So let's govern ourselves accordingly. And I've ordered more books. I've got more orders. Can you believe that? I've got more orders. So we have The Struggle is Real. The Struggle is Real. The Struggle is Real is my story. It's how I navigated coming through a divorce. My emotions, my feelings, how the scriptures that I read, the persons that I sat under, I used their quotes. That was something that stuck out for me. And in it is a journal. So you can read, but then you also can journal on this side. Your emotions may not be like my emotions, but pin your emotions and see how that works for you. And then we have, don't look at my bookmarkers, we have Trilogy. Doesn't that sound scrumptious? Trilogy is romantic, it is soft, erotic, it is quite steamy, but all in class, I promise you. In this right here, there is no ethnicity. There are no names. So there's no Charlotte or Boomquisha or Rodriguez. There's none of that. And as you notice, the cover is unassuming. And I wanted you to be able to read and feel this passion anywhere. And therefore you can sit in the airport and read. And someone not looking at the cover that says, oh my goodness, right? And I would hope that the title will spawn conversation. And so you can work on your social skills because you'll be able to tell them that that is Trilogy. Something. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. So, I think I got everything covered. Tonight, we are going to finish up on the tongue. And I don't know if everyone got to hear my advertisement. And the reason why I wasn't going to do this is because I said the ladies are not going to, they're not going to like this. This is castor oil with orange juice. And you know how castor oil comes up to the top? It's not good going down, but it's good for you. So, do yourself, it's doing it. So, some time ago, and he is a gentleman indeed, and I'm not just saying gentleman loosely. He sat in on one of my lives that I do on Facebook, right? And he never let me know he was even listening and had been listening for quite some time. Several of my lives on Facebook. And he said to me in my inbox, he said, it does not matter how classy a woman presents herself. It is diminished when she has a potty mouth, dogmatic in her delivery, and argumentative. Now, I didn't solicit that. I was talking about the tongue again. And when he said that, that goes back to what I was talking about last week, you know, about being loud and brazen. And then we talk about, well, God knows my heart, and he knows I'm a work in progress, right? Well, how old are you? And for how long have you been a work in progress? And then I just left my coach, and you all have had the pleasure of meeting my coach, David Burris. And he had some time ago, years ago, because I've been with him for a while, he stated that a man's spirit, hear me clearly, ladies, hear me clearly, that a man's spirit can easily be broken by the woman he loves and trusts. By the woman that he loves and trusts. And he said that there were five ways that a man's spirit can be broken. By this boneless wonder behind our teeth, the tongue. It has no bones in it, but the strength that it has can break your heart. It can break a man's spirit. It can. And one of the ways he said, through broken promises, through blatant disrespect. My God. Overlooking his efforts. Continuing to move the goalposts. Continuing to move the goalposts. Denying him intimacy. And I am not condemning anyone that desires to have intimacy outside of marriage, but I will never promote it, okay? It's just me, because I think that you don't understand or get the fullness of until you are in the confines of marriage. So denying him intimacy if you are married. Okay. So what does that have to do with the tongue? Yes. Well, what does good communication look like? What does it look like? It looks like reciprocity. That's that word, reciprocity. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Treat others as you wish to be treated. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you for starting to tap the screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you all have heard me say this so many times, if what is about to come out of your mouth, if you ask the question of yourself, if what I'm about to say was said to me, would it hurt my feelings? And if my answer is yes, indeed, it would hurt my feelings, then you shouldn't say it. You cannot unring a bell. So if you say it and you state, I was just in my feelings, you're going to want that person to do what? You're going to want him or her, whoever's doing the infraction, to accept your sideways apology, because that's all it is. Because if you thought about what you were about to say, you would not have said it. Are you practicing forgiveness? Are you practicing forgiveness? You want to be forgiven for that which you just spewed out of your face. You know, there's a guy that's on TikTok that I just have to absolutely love. He says, out of your ignorant throat. You spewed out of your ignorant throat with no consideration how this might have hurt. And let me say this. This is not a one-up. Well, what about? This is not a what about. This is sharing with you that boneless wonder can break a man's spirit. And then you wonder why he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even want you close to him. Thank you, no. I gave at the office. How is that working for you? How is it working for you that you can cuss like a sailor, and when you get angry, you feel the need to get in his space? He's a grown man, and you choose to talk to him as if he's a child. And what if he stood up on you? He's much stronger than you are. I'm just asking you to think about it. I'm not asking you to change. Only change if you want to change. See, even God doesn't make us choose him. He says, your free will. So your free will, when listening to this, I hope that you will want to make a change. We all make mistakes. Are you able to admit that you've made a mistake and apologize for your wrong? Not, I apologize, but remember when? No, that's not what we're doing. That is not what we're doing. We're not doing, well, I remember when you did this and you didn't. Take accountability and responsibility for your wrong. For your wrong. And two wrongs don't make a right. I know you've heard that years. Two wrongs don't make a right. Intentional listening means that you're giving the other your very best listening skills. Your very best listening skills. You are listening to that person, your partner, not to refute, preparing yourself to argue the point, but that you feel what he is saying. So it gives that person some, that you validated that their point is real. Can you do that? Can you understand how that could break his spirit? Because that's what we're talking about, is breaking his spirit. Communication is the key to everything. Good communication secures that both parties feel respected, validated, and understood. See, us women, we need to hear I love you, and we need to hear affirmations. But that man, he needs to feel respected. That's his equivalent to your I love you, sweetheart, or all of those other things. He needs to feel that he is respected, not disrespected. Well, I can't believe you didn't do this. I can't believe you didn't take the trash out. Well, why didn't he take the trash out? Did he just forget it? And if he didn't take it out when you told him, because see, now you're treating him like a child. You're not talking to him as one adult to another adult. You are treating him like a child, and he has turned you off. He is sitting there just looking at you, and he hasn't heard a word that you said because he's turned you off. Your voice has gotten to a level of shrillness and loudness and brazen, all of those superlatives. It's that he's just looking at you, thinking about, where can I go get me a drink at the neighborhood Cheers, right? Just to get away from you. And how does that make you feel? How does it make him feel? Good communication should be filled with kindness, heartfelt emotions. It is needed. It must be at all times. Civil. It must be. The Life book, you all know what and if someone could pin these scriptures that I'm going to go over, this is where it's about to be a bumpy ride. The Life book, which is the Bible, James 3:5-12, it says, the tongue is set among our members that which contaminates the entire body and sets on fire the course of our life, the cycle of a man's existence. Remember that we just spoke of reciprocity. If you start speaking, if you, not worried about him, but if you start speaking in kindness, it will eventually be reciprocated, the same behavior, and foster good communication. So it's not about, well, I talk with the right tone of voice. I talk with the right depth. I do this, I do that. You just keep doing that, and it will be given back to you. Now, if it's not, it's because you chose that person. And this person wasn't going to reciprocate from the beginning. So you made that choice. So you can either say, thank you, this has been real, and I'm reclaiming my time, or the choice is yours. Treat each other as you would like to be treated. This is a powerful, everyday principle. If you want, if you need, then you should be able to give. If you want your partner to listen, then you should be able to listen without being what? Loud, brazen, hand gesturing, in anger, towering over. You must always remember you are speaking to an adult, not one of your children. And even if it was a child, this mannerism should not exist. That's a little person, and you standing up over him, being loud, you frighten this person, this little person you have. So, if you want your partner to feel your pain by showing more affection and kindness towards you, you should start this transformation by exhibiting this principle, doing those things for them. Now, please put your seatbelt on. Hold, please. The next scripture that I'm about to give you is Proverbs 11:22. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Proverbs 11:22. And it reads, as a ring of gold in a swine's snout, so is a beautiful woman who is without discretion. Her lack of character mocks her beauty. Just allow that to marinate. As a ring of gold in a swine, that's a pig, snout in his nose, so is a beautiful woman who is without discretion. Her lack of character mocks her beauty. So I don't care if you're 34, 36, 24, 36. You know how what is that? A brick house? I don't care. You can have it all. The hair, the weave, the lashes, all of that. But without discretion, your lack of character mocks your beauty. So, I like to study. I like to dig deeper into, right? And as I was studying, it said that this is a metaphor comparing incompatible or incongruous things, right? So like the gold ring in a pig's snout is as a beautiful woman without discretion. Well, this analogy is part of a broader admonishment for a man to carefully and wisely choose a prudent woman as a wife. This is saying to him. So when I looked at the commentaries, okay, when I looked at the commentaries, it interpreted this metaphor, and it was saying that in Genesis 24:47, Isaiah 30, Isaiah 3:21, and Ezekiel 16:12, it's talking about that gold ring was a commonly worn jewelry for women back in those days, right? And the women now, you've seen women now wear the nose rings today, right? Such a fine gold jewelry, however, would be ridiculously out of place in a pig's nose. So, the first interpretation was that the pig could represent a woman who lacks good sense, and the gold ring is her beauty. The word discretion in Proverbs 11:22 refers to her ability to judge wisely. A woman without discretion has the attractive gift of more perception. A woman without discretion has no moral sensibility, no propriety, no good taste. She is unchaste. Her beauty will be put to wrong uses. That's what one interpretation said. Could that be you? You know how to dress up. You know how to put it all on. You know how to carry the right bags, the right heels. You've got your feet done, your hair did, all of those things. But you're lacking character. The second interpretation says, considering the structure of the metaphor, a beautiful woman who lacks discretion is like a gold ring in a pig's snout, the New Living Translation. The gold nose ring would more likely represent a woman, while the pig is the one wearing the ring, right? Meaning her husband. In this sense, the Proverbs warns that although the woman may be beautiful, she's not a suitable choice for a wife if she lacks discretion. So what does discretion mean? So he's confided in you, something that is very sacred to him, and you get pissed with him, and you tell your girlfriends, or you throw it up in his face. Lack of discretion. You don't care how it hurts that he thought he was in a safe place with you, that he could tell you, and you didn't know how to handle it. Should he make you his wife? Absolutely not. Marrying a woman without moral judgment would just be inappropriate as selecting a valuable piece of jewelry to adorn a pig's snout, notoriously unclean animal for Jews. Abigail in the Bible, who later became King David's wife. He was praised by him for her discretion. Remember, David and his men were up on the mountain, and they sent the men down and said, "We've watched your flock. You've lost nothing. No bears have eaten your flock. We've maintained. Could we have some wine, bread, a little meat? We didn't even touch any of your animals to eat." And Nabal, he laughed. He's like, "I don't think so. I didn't tell you to watch it. I didn't tell you to watch my flock." Unappreciative. And David was angry. Man, was he angry. He said, "Everybody get together. We're going down and we're going to kill his whole family. We're going to take everybody out. I said that word. I'm sorry. We're going to unalive his whole family." This is in the Bible, right? And what did Abigail do? She went in prayer. She went in prayer for her husband, who his name meant fool. She went in prayer for him and the whole household. And she asked God for direction. What should I do? And he instructed her, get the food together, get the wines together, go out the back way, meet him on the back road. He already knew which way David was coming. She met him on the back road with all of the food and everything. And she pleaded the case for her family, for her husband. And she said to him, "You don't want this blood on your hands." And David thought about what she said. Abigail's good sense made David look wise rather than foolish. See, so a beautiful ornament and a pig are incongruous as a beautiful woman who has no taste or ethical judgment. Beauty is wasted on a foolish woman, like a ring is wasted on a pig's snout. It is. So, no matter how you interpret this metaphor, the lesson is for the man, for a wise man, make sure to choose a prudent wife. Building a strong marriage is challenging enough. Add to it a spouse who lacks discretion, and you will only increase the potential for countless more problems like infidelity, misuse of resource, financial instability, and disagreements about how to parent. There is this scripture that, as I close, let me see if I can get to it, please. It's Psalms 139. Psalms 139, 23, and 24. It says, "Search me thoroughly, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts, and see if there is any wicked or hurtful ways in me, and lead me in everlasting ways." So, all of this excuses that we come up with for the reason why we do what we do, it is imperative. Even though it said, "God, search me, and if there's any wickedness," well, he doesn't really have to search you, because he already knows us, right? But search us. Show me why it is that I'm the way I am. Help me. See, because me getting in a relationship as a broken person, I'm only going to continue to break. I'm not going to be able to receive constructive criticism. I'm not. And it's just living on earth in hell. I think we call it toxicity. Think about it. You can break a man's spirit with that boneless wonder behind your teeth. If there's anyone, I did good. If there's anyone that has questions that would like to join me in the panel, just request an invite, and the moderators will bring you up. I'm not touching anything, though I could, but come and join me and tell me what you think. If not, we can call it an early night. And I don't know what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but we will. Oh, did you see me? I almost did it. I almost touched it. I almost touched
Miss Donna,
it. Yes, ma'am.
how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Listen,
Yes, ma'am.
so I was sitting here listening to your words and listening to the scriptures and just going back, replaying that old movie, right? And I've taken accountability for my portion of the demise of my marriage. But sitting and listening to you, Miss Donna, it's like, wow, I was really toxic. And I thank God for the ability to have been able to sit still in a place where I'm able to heal. And one day I'm going to be that. One day I'm going to be that woman that God wants me to be for that man that he has for me.
That he has us, yes. Because you do understand, Bam, he's not denying any of us a partner, a wife, or a husband. He's
Right.
not denying us. He's just saying, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not.
Everything in his time.
Let's see.
And
See down
what
here?
And when I first went into the marriage, it wasn't time. It was Barbara wanting something, Barbara needing something, Barbara securing her life, her future, or thinking that I was. But I wasn't, Miss Donna. All I did was hurt myself, you know. But I'm able to tell the stories, and some more of my stories, my storms, my go throughs will be in my next book. And I can say today, Miss Donna, I appreciate the journey. While I was going through it was hell,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I appreciate the journey. And I tell you what, the struggle is real. I sit back and I read it and I'm like, ooh, yeah, thank you.
It is, and even um, when I reflect back, and and every time that I talk with you guys, and you sit and you listen to me, I'm not just talking to you all, I'm talking to me, because every time I say it, I hear something different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to look at it different. I didn't know how to bring that man enough to task that for 18 years I didn't question it, because it was just us. But then when things, as you get older, you start to see more things and you grow. And even though you gingerly think you're asking the question of what's going on, they've been accustomed to not being questioned for all of these years. And now you want to question or ask me what's going on. It's not received well. And so, there's a little bit of that. I didn't know any better. I was raised different. And as you say, you are doing your next. I'm doing the one, an ode to my mother,
Mm-hmm.
because it's generational from my great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother. And it stops with you. It stops with you. And you can say, so that's what I'm working on, is hopefully to have two out for a summer read. Um, but
That's amazing. Thank you, Miss Donna.
thank you. Dee Dee, what say you?
Hey, Miss Donna. First, I want to say, I don't know what is happening this evening, but you look amazing. Not that you don't ever look that way, but today there's something different about you. And I want you to understand that we all see that. The glow in your face, how poised you were this evening more than ever. I don't know what it is about today, but
As I tell you, I just got out of timeout. You don't ever want to be put in timeout. Boy, Leroy put me in timeout. So I was feeling grown. I thought I had won.
and it's our life lessons that are teaching us how to be still and understand what we've been through was part of our journey because our lives are predestined. So to learn from it, capitalize on it, and understand that we must wait on the one that he chooses, not the ones that we chose. It's so refreshing to hear you reiterate that in a way that allows us to just enjoy this journey that we're on and not give up.
And we do so much, Dee Dee, you guys. We talk so much about us women, and this is how we're treated, and this is that, and that's this. But do we ever stop to look at what we're doing to the men? So
Absolutely.
I have a son, and my son is so special to me. And I want you to treat my son good when you encounter him, okay? And you can't do that unless you know your shortcomings, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your shortcomings. So all of this stuff that I have down here in my ottoman is my secret place, right? That's years of information that I've gathered from sitting and conferences that I've gone to, spent my monies wisely. That I sat under some good teaching professors, and it wasn't for me to hoard. It was not for me to hoard. It was for me to give back. And now this is a time of giving back. Giving back.
Thank you so much for sharing with us again, for just taking this time to give us what you've learned and to get us to understand that we can continue to be who we are, make changes to add value to our own life, and respect these men that we want to be men.
And that's what they want. They and these men that are here right now will expound on that. It's different. It is respect. It is respect that they desire. This is what I learned. This is what I'm trying to share with you. They desire to be respected, to be validated, to be understood without all of the clapback and the mouth and the posturing, without all of that. Sid.
I'm going to be very short tonight because my service is nervous. A difficult area, but everything was very, very good. One of the things that I took away is not a lot of times, I even did it, we all play the victim. We play like we're the victim. We were wrong. We were the one that was wronged, and it's nothing more beautiful than seeing and experiencing a healed woman or man. And that's no homo. But it's nothing more beautiful than seeing that, than experiencing that. And I'm just going to do what I like to say is God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more than we speak. And so I'm just going to shut down now. And that's it. It was good. Everything was good.
Be safe.
I will. Thank you.
Speak easy.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was just passing through and I heard you speaking, so I just wanted to say I like the energy. It was nice to hear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And much success to you, all right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And hello. Good evening to everyone on the panel.
Good evening.
Is there anyone else down? I don't want to keep you long. If there's anyone else that's down in the chat that would like to have something to say, something to add, please send an invite. And thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there anyone else? Okay. It was so nice to be out of timeout. Ooh. I thought I had one. Kathy, welcome. Yeah.
Okay then.
Like, okay. All righty then. I'm so glad that I have not touched this button, boy, but I want to. I see one right there. That made me laugh. But, hey, Marvin, I wasn't for sure. I was so nervous. You have no idea how often I went over this yesterday and today. I was like, Leroy, you just throwing me out there amongst the wolves. And I was surprised that it was received as well as it was received. So I'm happy. I'm happy that you are received. So I don't know who this Kathy is again. Let's sister. I know I'm about to do it.
Don't do it, Miss Donna. Don't do it. let them Mars handle it.
Same one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So what was the
she
same
might
one?
be she might be a troll. So let's
How
keep
you
it
doing?
moving.
Okay. It was so hard for me not to do it. It was so hard for me not to do it. Okay. I know we'll have a staff meeting after this. I'm in trouble, right? I get out of timeout and now I'm back into having to have a staff meeting immediately thereafter. Oh, did I see it? I only did it once.
I think Sparkle said she wanted to come up. There she is.
Hey,
She
Miss Donna.
had
Hold your hand out so I can pop it. I didn't bring her back up. No, I looked at her page. No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
I was like, that got me before because I was
Uh-huh.
before. Marvin, thank you.
Oh, look at the doggy. Thank you for the gifts. Hey, Lady P.
Good
Hey,
evening. Good
hey,
evening.
Dee Dee. And hey,
Don't
Dan.
buck your ass out
Hey,
at me. Don't buck your ass. Staff meeting.
hey, Coach
Staff
Sid.
meeting. Mandatory staff meeting.
It was only one. I only did it on one. You remember the last time, and I thought that the person really had something to say because they kept asking to come up,
That's what they do.
and then I did, and then they shouldn't have.
I could see you were just itching. You were just itching. I
He
saw it.
was. And I was like, Lord,
That
don't do it.
finger. That little finger was just trying its best. And I thought, you better not.
And she
And
did.
she did.
I did. I was like, it's too late. I'm out in the street.
Look, and I took her right on back out the box.
It was
Hello,
too
Michael.
good. My goodness.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael. I don't
What's
see
up,
you.
brother?
I just.
You want to push that button too?
Is that Michael?
Yeah, that's Michael.
They don't, Michael,
That's
they
a
don't even
baby.
want me to look at the chat. They don't want me to look at the chat. They don't want me to touch nothing. They
Keep your hands off the screen.
They're just protecting you, Miss Donna.
okay. So I'm just like,
Hello, Rod.
Hey, Rod.
Right.
that you want
And I don't see anyone else that is that wants to come up. Can we power tap and get Miss Donna to 20K? We 5,000 away. Let's just power tap and get her there.
Thank you. Boy, I was so nervous. I was as nervous about doing this as Sid's his Wi-Fi. Just nervous. I was nervous.
Sid, can you mute so we can hear Miss Donna?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Miss Donna.
I said I was as nervous as Sid's sister. Lord knows I was. I was so nervous. I was just like, oh God, help me. And I sat here, I got out of class with David, and I sat here and I was like, okay, Leroy, I really need you to go in before me. I need you to He was like, "Are you gonna hit that live? Are you gonna hit that live?" Okay, let me help to tap. See if we can.
You don't have to help. Yeah, we'll get there. It's 40 people in here. It shouldn't take us long to get
Oh, it
there.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
losing 2 fingers.
Oh my goodness!
You'll be all right.
I didn't even.
Well, you shouldn't because you
I've
know
got
you get the
I've
stutter.
got the light different, so sometimes it makes it hard for me to see the screen.
Good. Isn't that a blessing?
It's like I can't see it.
That's good. You don't need to see it.
And I
We'll
was
let you
trying to
know
look
when you hit your goal.
down in there, and
We'll let you know.
okay, all right. But anyway, tomorrow, Thursday, I have another subject matter that he said, and I probably will not go to sleep until late. I've got it mostly pinned out, and we'll have to see. We'll have to fine tune it before tomorrow night. But I do hope that everyone that's here tonight will come tomorrow and join me in June. In June, we'll probably do Tuesdays and Thursdays because I will be back in class again with my coach and just getting poured into so I can pour into. Yeah. Sister,
You got your 20K.
okay, let me tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Guess who is dating now?
Oh,
Eric. At the front door.
I almost said something. Stop.
Shut
Well,
up.
in the words of my mother, well.
Yeah. So I was sitting in class and he was glowing, okay?
That's
And
what dating does, doesn't it? I don't know nothing about that, but okay. It's foreign to me.
it's foreign. Okay, I'm not gonna tell that lie. Okay, I was gonna say it's foreign to me also. But
Miss Donna, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. I have to say, Lady P, Sister, Sparkle, Bam, Dee Dee, you all do such a wonderful job protecting this world. All of her husbands, I commend every single one of them. Be yourself, Mohammed, Tony, Michael. Y'all do an excellent job protecting this woman. And I just had to say that because, you know, I want to give y'all flowers. Y'all on it. Y'all on it. And I appreciate each one of y'all. I love the love that you all give and surround this woman with. And you do that for one another. I appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, true friends like that. That's awesome.
Thank you, Cooks.
I
You
appreciate
too, Zaza.
Yes, I do appreciate them. Can I tell you something funny? And I will not call any names, but I told Jaja about it. Okay, so last week I didn't see it, and we had a staff meeting thereafter. And so it was somebody that said that I was beautiful. Now I'm glad I didn't see it because I would have blushed, I would have stuttered, I would have messed up, right? And he said it more than once. He said it more than twice. And Sister said, she knows she is. Now keep it up. And I'm going to take my fingernail off and I'm getting ready to. And I was like, and then so she didn't do it because I didn't give her the code, right? I did not give her the code. And I didn't see it. And so then when she got up, she said, "Did you know him? Look at it. This is his name." I felt like a child. I felt like a child. And you know what? He was absolutely such a gentleman. He was such a gentleman.
He was sweet. I give him that, but it was the repetitive that bothered me when he should have been focusing. That's what we're here for, is to focus on the words. And it was just too repetitive for me. And I'm like, pay attention. Shut up now. Enough is enough.
I think he got
Look at
nervous.
Michael. Michael.
What is Michael say? Michael, I'm gonna invite him. Where is he? Is he down there?
I'll sit for him.
Okay.
You know he pouts behind you.
All of them do. All them husbands.
Listen.
But Michael's number one, so
Yeah.
Is he coming up or is he at work?
I can't get him.
Well,
Michael,
I
you
said
never
the
been
invite
up.
has been sent.
Okay.
If he can, accept it, he'll accept it. But he might be busy.
Been on my line.
You know.
And I don't see Muhammad said Muhammad didn't complain about my red lipstick, so I didn't see him, so that's a plus.
Oh, Michael's sitting in the tub. Oh, wait a minute. Fell off the tow truck. Hold on. That's not good.
What is it?
He said he fell off the tow truck today.
Oh my goodness.
No, he's soaking. Oh.
You put some Epsom salt in the water?
Well,
You all right,
we'll be
bro?
talking safety. Hope you feel better. It's gonna be.
The Epsom salt with the peppermint in it.
He said, "I'm okay." You know you getting old.
Jeanette, I was going to say the
Let me
same
say
thing.
this. You look
I was
absolutely.
thinking the same thing. You can't bounce up and out of that truck like that anymore.
That's right. And if you call me, I ain't answering the phone.
Donna, let me say, you look absolutely amazing with your red lipstick.
He does.
I put my red lipstick on. I said, I don't know where Tony and Muhammad, but Tony had to fly into New Orleans, right? I heard him say that earlier.
Look, Miss Donna, I had my red lipstick on with my red T-shirt.
Yeah, I know red lipstick is a requirement. Hello. It's a requirement for me.
Hey, B. We made 20. All right. Thank you all, everyone that stayed and made it 20. Thank you so much.
And Miss Donna Big Marv said hello. He said, I don't know, he couldn't make a comment. And so he said hello.
Hey, Big Mom.
He sent me a text message to tell you hello.
And I see what Rod has eyes.
Yes.
Is that Rod?
Because you look beautiful. You do look beautiful, sister. You really do.
Thank you.
Is it because of the timeout?
I promise you it is.
Rest.
I
The
can't
rest, she needed the rest.
I can't tell you how it felt to be put in timeout for the whole weekend. For the whole, I didn't even get to go out to. I was asked to go out to dinner. I didn't get to go out.
By who?
I knew that truck was coming back.
You done told on yourself.
You're in trouble.
That truck noise came right back, didn't it?
You told it.
Me and Michael like, wait a minute, who by who?
Look at Michael. Michael said,
Hold
okay,
on.
now. You need the answer.
I did not accept. I said I'm fasting.
Ooh.
Michael put the policeman on it.
Police on it.
True. I was fasting, and so It was like, no, thank you. No. Yeah. And I didn't want to say my daddy said I couldn't go out.
Mm, mm.
I was in time out. Okay, you all. I don't want to keep you too late, but thank you. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with
What time? Do we have a time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 6:30 Pacific,
Okay.
6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 Eastern.
Thank you.
On TikTok.
Thank you so much.
You know, I was running so that I forgot my lemon ginger tea. So I'll just have my soursop, which is going to relax me. Have you all ever had soursop tea? It is such, I mean, it is better than melatonin ever dared to be.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fruit too.
I've never had the fruit, but this I have is soursop with lemon. Oh my goodness. It just so relaxing. I mean, I'm just finished. But anyway, thank you all. And until tomorrow, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good night, everyone.
Love y'all. Have a
Bye.
blessed night.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you,
Good night,
Sid.
all.
Good night.
Good night.
Please be careful, Sid.
Thank you. I will.